Good morning, everyone. My name is Shubh Sharma, and we'll start with our pre-market analysis. Now, let's start with US market. Today, we have to discuss the inflation rate, core inflation data, plus our market also inflation data. So, heavy data day. So, let's discuss everything one by one. Now, if you look at Dow Jones was very flat, 26 points negative. Nasdaq, however, saw a profit booking. It closed at more than 200 points negative, and S&P 500 also closed at 11 points negative. Now, it's mainly because look at the numbers. So numbers is not at all very impressive as we have expected. The whole world has been affected, the war between Iran and America. Now, if you look at the core inflation data, which is year on year, it has jumped from 0.2% to 0.4%. On the other hand, if you look at inflation rate year on year, that was core inflation. This is inflation year on year. It has came from 0.9% to 0.6%. So a little decrease in inflation, but core inflation year on year has increased. Now, if you look at month on month, core inflation, which was 2.6%, it came at 2.8%. And inflation month on month for April, it was 3.3%. Now it is at became 3.8%. So month on month, core inflation and inflation doesn't look very good for America. Now, FII, they have sold in previous market, they have sold close to 1,959 crores, and DII, they have bought close to staggering 7,990 crore. So close to 8,000 crores DII have purchased in yesterday market. Now Brent crude is at again $106 per barrel. XDX Nifty showing a gap up opening of 51 points, so very flat opening, but let's see where our market settles. Now, yesterday our market, let's talk about more our market, right? So yesterday our market fell close to 436 points in Nifty and 886 points, close to 900 points in Bank Nifty. Now, what is the reason behind this major correction? Well, there are few reasons. Well, number one is Brent crude. Brent crude now is at $100 per barrel, above $100 per barrel. Second thing is look at rupee. Rupee hit fresh all-time low at $95.91 per rupee. So can you believe 95.91 rupees per dollar? So can you believe that 95.9? I won't be surprised even if it touched 96 on our market. It will open at 9 o'clock. But 95.91 is very bad. It's very bad for our country. So rupee falling, our market is falling, Brent crude is shooting up. All these things are not at all good. And the another major reason is what our Prime Minister has suggested. He has said reduce the consumption of fuel, reduce the consumption of gold, reduce the consumption of cooking oil. All these things is very bad for economy for very short term. Do you think you use public transport, your vehicle which you put petrol in only for communicating to office? No, you use those things, you use your vehicle to buy other things as well. So if you stop doing all these things, then it will affect the economy, right? So all these things are suggesting that for short to medium term, the market doesn't look very good. Yesterday, I remember I told you that if Nifty will close below 23,800, however, we opened below 23,800, and if we have a strong red candle, then the market will give one side direction. And yesterday market closed at 23,379. So my target was 23,200. Go and watch my pre-market video. I have told you clearly that 23,200 is very much possible if we break 23,800, and we are just 179 points away from 23,200. That too, I think we can achieve in 1 or 2 days, but I hope I don't. I hope I am wrong here. And market structure doesn't look very promising. We had a one side momentum, downside momentum in the market. It was not also a sideways, it was one side momentum. So the support now 23,200 and the resistance will become 24,000. Now Bank Nifty closed around 53,555. The support now will become 53,000 and the resistance now will become 54,000. Yesterday our inflation rate also came. So if you look at year on year, the inflation is, earlier it was 3.4%, it came at 3.48%. and month on month inflation, which was 0.26%, it came at 0.27%. So as compared to America, our country is very, very good. So look at, despite of geopolitical uncertainty, despite of all this war news, our country is doing very good, in comparison to other countries. So today Bharti Airtel and Cipla will be coming out with results. However, Dr. Reddy came out with results. Their net profit is down by 11% and profit is down by their revenue is down by 11.50% and net profit is down by 86%. So I will say not at all good results from Dr. Reddy. Let's see how the stock will react in today's session. Another thing, Trump is in travel to America. He will be traveling to China. Sorry, not America. Trump will be traveling to China, meeting the president there. So we have to monitor. So tomorrow he'll be landing, and let's see what will be the discussion. What happens, the outcome. Now before Trump, the Iran was on the China journey. After that, the Trump has visited. So let's see how things will pan out. Still, it's a wait and watch market for me. Look at 23,000, 23,200 will be the support, and let's see how market react at those levels. So I hope you would have learned a lot. I hope you have taken the notes. Thank you for watching. Bye.